Hey, that's awesome. We're both doing it. Bucky, you seem upset. You know,
That was the most horrible intro ever!
Oh, there are worse intros, trust me. All right. Oh, hey, everybody.
10,000 BC, but that's a different story.
You never finished the movie.
I never saw the movie.
I saw the movie in 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes, because I fast forwarded through most of it.
Would have been alright if you'd ordered a pizza.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, hey, everybody. It's your good friend Pozzible here, and I'm with Bucky.
Hello.
And Joe.
Good morning.
And if you're watching this and it's Wednesday, then you know what that means. It's time for the next batch again. We're going to look at the next movie. And, of course, guess what day I put in?
Today.
I put it today. Okay, I'm really on the ball here, kids. Yeah, this is for next week, June 21st, which is the summer solstice. It is officially summer, of course, unless you're in Australia. Then it's officially winter. Bundle up down there.
Wished I was in Australia.
Yeah. Oh, me too. But in the meantime, what movies are coming up on June 21st? We've got World War Z. That's right. Brad Pitt is back, and he's battling zombies. I have to admit, I don't know why they just don't call it something like Resident Evil or The Night of the Dead or.
Because Resident Evil is copyrighted.
Because and plus World War Z is a book.
You know what? From what I understand, though, this movie is one of those movies that's in name only, that it's based on the book. This movie actually ran into a lot of trouble. They had to reshoot 45 minutes of the ending, which is never a good sign. And it's way over budget. You know, this is one of those movies that has to make $500 million worldwide just to break even. It can happen. I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but the way things are going is looking pretty bleak. I still give it a see it, though. I mean, I like zombies. I like Brad Pitt. I think it's going to be worthy. I say give it a shot. Bucky, what do you think? I'm
a bit undecided. I think the last thing I saw Brad Pitt in was Inglourious Bastards, if I remember correctly.
Right. Yeah, you missed Moneyball.
Yeah, I'm not going to see Moneyball.
Well, you had trouble sleeping sometime.
Well, I'm not going to see it because Jonah Hill's in it, too.
Okay.
Still. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a good zombie movie just like The Next Person. But there's just something unappealing about the movie.
I know you mentioned something about in the credits, I mean, in the trailer, it didn't look real enough for you.
You could just tell that, I mean, I can understand using CGI to show like a bunch of people, but they did it in such an obvious amateurish way where you can tell that the CGI was involved.
Right, and it just didn't look real enough.
For me, it'll be bothering me to see that stuff throughout the movie.
Right. Joe?
I'll give it a see it. I mean, out of the ones I looked at today, this was probably my favorite. The favorite trailer.
Definitely has a lot going for it, doesn't it?
Although, yeah, but I think Bucky's a little more up to date on his Brad Pitt than I am. I think the last Brad Pitt I saw was Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, no, that's like way too long ago. You've never seen any of the Oceans movies?
No.
Or the...
Wow, that was back when my Kirsten Dunst was 10.
Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah, that was an early one.
Yeah. Long ago, that one. I still hope it's going to be good.
I probably won't see it in theaters, but I'd like to see it on the DVD when it comes out, or Blu-ray.
Exactly. All right, next up, after World War Z, we got the Bling Ring. Yes, it's time for kids to get even more stupid than they already are. And, you know, it's so ironic with this to me. I know this is based on a true story. It's based off this group of kids that broke into houses and started stealing their stuff. As a matter of fact, one girl who was actually stalking Brad Pitt broke into his place, stayed at his place for a while, and when they found her, she was wearing his underwear and everything. Gotta be creepy. But, you know, this reminds me of things like Jennifer's Body and Warm Bodies. This doesn't have the word body in it, so I guess I don't understand the connection. But just these kids are talking like kids, and they have this, bizarre logic, you know? This movie looks like it really could have been something, though, you know? Because, I mean, let's face it, they're taking a true story. They're taking these actual kids and they're Hollywoodizing their story. Hollywoodizing?
Hollywoodizing.
Oh, my gosh.
Is that even a word?
If it is, it's a very lousily word.
Oh, well, I guess so. Yes. But, I mean, that's what
it's not even palindromic.
Well, a lot of things aren't palindromic. That's when the word is both the same forward and backwards.
People are
like
smart
race
to know
car.
Palindromic means.
A lot of people, a lot of people don't have access to a dictionary anymore. That being the case, I'm going to give this one a pass.
I would give it a pass too.
It just seems like it's going in the wrong direction. It's teaching, it's showing off the wrong things. I kind of feel sorry for the celebrities involved in this. They got their actual names like Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, stuff like that. And, of course, in the trailers, it ends with a, have you spoken with the suspect? We've spoken with all the suspects. What did Lindsay say? It's like, she's not your friend, girl. Bucky, Bling Ring, what do you think?
Oh, the trailer didn't appeal to me whatsoever. If I remember correctly, there's a scene in the trailer where it shows the girls in court, and they're wearing, like, bikinis. Tell me, in what state is that even allowed?
Yeah, what kind of lawyer? Even a lawyer assigned by the state wouldn't allow that. I did not see that part, and believe me, I would have noticed if it was there. But
however, you said Emma Watson's in it?
Yes, Emma Watson. And from what I understand, she plays a stripper, but don't quote me on that.
I may give it a once-over.
Yeah.
I'll check it out on DVD. But
yeah,
I think World War Z is going to be if in that list. That's going to be before the Bling Ring.
Well, I still give this a bet because you know what? To be honest, guys, early reviews aren't very positive. The only thing I read was that it's all dressed up, but it goes nowhere. So the early reviews aren't very positive either. So next up, now I know we kind of liked World War Z. We're just that kind of crowd, and the Bling Ring is definitely not for us. But that said, we all know what movie's going to take it this weekend.
World War Z.
Monster U. It's not enough that it's Pixar. It's not enough that it's Disney. But this is, are you ready for it? A sequel.
Wrong.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, it's a prequel.
There we go.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a prequel. I liked Monsters U. Monster U, not Monsters Inc.
Yeah, Monster Inc.
I like that. It was okay. It wasn't one of their best, but I still enjoyed myself. Pixar rarely does me wrong. The problem with Pixar, really, those poor people there, their bar is set so high. I mean, any average movie that they do would be considered a masterpiece by anyone else's standards, But I look forward to it. I'm going to say definitely see it because the people's reputation and everything, I think it's going to be worthy. Now, Bucky, you saw the trailer. Did you see Monsters, Inc. yet, Bucky?
No, there's really nothing in Monsters, Inc. that really appealed to me. I'm not really one for kids' movies, except for Ice Age 1 and 3. No, don't get me wrong. I'm looking at Monsters University. I did see what the humorous bits. Mm-hmm. But like with trailers nowadays, that's probably the only humorous bits that are in the movie because they always show that in the trailer for some reason.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, I'm guessing this is just going to be like Revenge of the Nerds, basically.
I'm so glad you said that because absolutely, if you watch those trailers, guess how it ends? First off, it starts with him going to college, and it ends with some campus competition that they're supposed to attend to like earn some respect or something like that. The funny part is that you got Billy Crystal. He's the one-eyed guy. I think his name is Sid, and John Goodman is back as Sully. If I butchered those names, I do apologize. I just forgot to look that up and everything. But let's face it, when you do look at Sid, he's not very scary looking. He's just this green ball with an eye attached to it. And Sully's like the big hairy teeth, monster horns, you name it. And he can really freak you out. So obviously, he's like the jock.
Actually, none of those look scary to me.
Well, of course not. It's still a Pixar movie. They still got to make him look cute and cuddly.
I mean, looking at the trailer, I think there was only like one thing I personally laughed at. But then again, you got to remember, I don't laugh that much during a lot of comedies that are out now.
Joe,
that scene with the slug that says, "Oh, I don't want to be late for class on my first day."
Yes,
and it shows him struggling. He's going like 1 millimeter.
He is just a slug.
And so I did laugh at that.
What do you think, Joe?
I don't know. I'm not really into these type of movies. This one did look decent, but I got to kind of go with Bucky where there just wasn't for a comedy trailer. I just didn't laugh that much. I saw potential. Mm-hmm. I've never seen Monsters Inc. I do want to see Monsters Inc.
It's definitely worthy. It's an interesting thing to check out.
I mean, as I'm watching the trailer, I'm thinking, okay, this is animation kind of. You got to give me something here, and I just didn't feel that I had that.
Right. I mean, it's a familiar story, and they're really playing it safe. But I give it a see it, Bucky.
I'll see Revenge of the Nerds instead.
All right, and Joe.
I'll watch them both, Revenge of the Nerds and Monster U.
There you go. You know what? Why not? Dare to compare. Let's see how come they're only. Guys, if you're listening to this, remember this. Do not watch Revenge of the Nerds with your children. Okay?
Why not?
Let's just say there are discussions that are inappropriate. There are scenes that are inappropriate. And as you can tell, we don't have any kids here. So, all right, guys, that's it for the next batch. We will see you at the theaters.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye.